Thanks for joining us. Time to get ready for NBA action on 2K Sports. It's a Saturday presentation of the NBA. It's the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Boston Celtics. And now out to Boston with Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg.
Welcome, everyone, to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. A quick check now at the starting lineups for both teams. First, for Minnesota, we've got Hammonds each and every night. So important to utilize that size under the basket, and you know he'll be contributing in every way he can here tonight. And it's Patterson in a power forward position. And for Boston, Anderson is out there with Pierce. Then it's Williams. And it's Walker in at the four-man position.
Guys, we know it was a struggle last season for the Timberwolves, but against the Eastern Conference, they were pretty competitive. Nearly had a 500 record against teams from the East.
Well, back to the Timberwolves, that's a marked improvement over how they've done, Steve, over the past few seasons.
Yeah, the last few years, that's easily the best winning percentage the Wolves have had against the Eastern Conference. And they won't want to take much from last season to this one, but maybe that's something at least they can carry over and try to build on.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Well, good idea setting that screen, but the execution wasn't there.
No, it sure wasn't. I mean, you want it to be hard, but it also has to be legal.
Harrell, he's covered by Anderson. And there's the pass to Mitchell. 5 to shoot. Hit his leg. And the ref saying he kicked it. Wide open. They get it back. Here's Hammonds. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Great job. Take it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left them no choice but to foul there.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the game.
Well, guys, you go back to last season, and this is a team that hit just 74% of its free throws. I know they'd like to see that number go up.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys. Well, you know, last season, I think officially brought the immediate championship aspirations of the Celtics to a close. The 7th seed in the East, dispatched in the first round by the Knicks. The rebuild was on in full cycle.
And he's good on the second. And back to the Celtics, making the playoffs, sure, but, you know, not like Steve back in 08 or 2010.
Well, this has been a phenomenal era, with KG and Pierce that is now a thing of the past. But look, they've hoisted a championship banner very close to another, but it's just time to move on. And that's just the way it is in the NBA. These things go in waves, and the Celtics now in rebuilding mode.
So it's Minnesota now. After the made shot from Pierce, no good from Terrell.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
Anderson outside. He kicks to Walker. And it's blocked by Hammonds. Terrell, he's covered by Anderson. Patterson passes to Terrell. Here's Mitchell. Passes it to Terrell. Shot clock at 6. Williams with the block. Anderson with the ball. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Walker's shot is off for Minnesota. They've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Mitchell passes to Terrell. He passes to Mitchell. Terrell defended by Anderson. Here's Terrell. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Now they finally connect with their 4th shot of the game.
The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Anderson outside. Outside, Walker pulls it up. Boston again missing. Minnesota in the lead. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, I briefly spoke with Flip Saunders. Minimizing steals is one of his big focal points in this game. He said that taking care of the ball and not giving away possessions is something that is paramount to his team's chances for success in this basketball game, guys.
Thanks for the report, Doris. Guys, what do you do to spread this defense out?
Well, I think you've got to come at them with a variety of offensive looks. Try to keep them guessing, keep their rotations a little bit off rhythm.
As usual, Steve, you're all over it. You've got to keep switching things up on them so they can't get settled into a defensive rhythm or groove. So give them something they don't expect.
Rebound, Minnesota. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Timberwolves passing it around. He feeds it to Patterson. And again, it's Minnesota.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
It's Anderson with the drive. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
Guys, the Celtics went from being a powerhouse in the East and middle of the pack last season, but they still protected their home court as well as anybody. Easy to find inspiration here with the parquet floor under your shoes and the banners hanging over top.
Let's keep it going for your Celtics dancing.
Timberwolves leading by 3. Pass to Terrell. Back to Smith. Kicks to Patterson. Pass to Smith. The feed to Patterson. 6 on the shot clock. The pass to Terrell. This one for 3. That's good. 7 points in the game. You do have to love the parquet floor here, as you said, Clark. Pride certainly a factor last season, as the Celtics were able to finish, Steve, with a 27-13 record here at their home.
And even though the Celtics would end up just as the 7th seed in the East, you knew they would control their home floor, but just because of their veteran experience, their talent, their coaching. So they were really able to ride that home court into the playoffs.
Shot's good.
Well, what I like about him, Kevin, is his ability to shake a defender loose off the dribble and find a high-quality shot for himself. He is a very slippery player.
And maybe above all else, we should really mention just what a fantastic setup man he is. So many of their baskets come as a result of one of his assists.
That free throw good from Terrell.
Well, Minnesota won 31 games last season, but only 11 of those came on the road. For a team that was battered and bruised heading out on a lengthy road trip is often a recipe for a losing streak, and that was the case for them last year. The injuries just really bogged them down.
Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
The Celtics shooting their first free throw of the night here. Minnesota making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. On the free throw, no good. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Dishes to Smith. The layup off target. Well, picking up again on the Timberwolves. Road travel can be especially tough on just given the geography where their home city is in relation, Steve, to the rest of the NBA.
Well, particularly in relation to the rest of the West, because, you know, there the Timberwolves are up north and kind of in the middle of the country. So they have a lot of long trips. But, look, there are no excuses in the NBA. I mean, everybody's got their own adversity they've got to deal with.
I tell you what, you got to love his aggressiveness finishing inside like that.
Well, his leaping ability, Clark, gives him a great advantage.
And that's why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it feels like it's either a dunk or a foul and a couple of free throws every possession.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And the Celtics making a change here. .158 left in the first quarter. He dishes it to Garnett. Garnett left side. From 12 feet out. No good.
Boy, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
1:33 left in the first. Nice ball movement by Boston. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Overton. Steps back and dreams the jump shot. 1:15 left to play in the first. Outside Jackson. Smith on the wing. Feeds it to Garnett. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Garnett's got his second basket of the game.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass. That was a layup, and you've got to knock that down. You've got to convert when you get those opportunities.
Here's Jackson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. No one near him. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Well, they've yet to string many stops together.
Just seems like they've been a step slow here.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
Timberwolves leading by 9. And here is Serbia. Number 2. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
I couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here today.
Everything's worked, especially offensively, and what a lead they have already to show for it.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit difference. And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. They're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Yeah, their passing has been terrific, too. Clark, we're seeing a lot of assists, really moving, a lot of flow offensively. I like what I see.
Celtics trail by 11. Pellison, guarded by Serbiak. Clock at 6.
Boy, that was impressive. Major height disadvantage, but he still got the shot up over his man.
Well, he's got the poise to handle any matchup, and he's not easily intimidated. You can see that there.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Gentlemen, there is no doubt that Tim Duncan is one of the all-time great NBA big men, but his celebrity has never matched his talent. His guarded personality may have something to do with that. Duncan said, quote, "I'm not an extrovert. People try to be bigger than the game, to make themselves an individual brand. I'm not that guy. I love playing basketball, and that's what I want to do. I don't need the extra stuff." Guys, knowledge of self, so important.
Sure is. Thanks, Doris. The free throw drops for Garnett.
One of the things that really jumps out at you about the Timberwolves last year is how well they got to the foul line. Everybody on the roster is pretty good and clever at using ball fakes to draw fouls and get themselves to the free throw line, and it makes it very frustrating when you're defending a team like that.
Well, Clark, you said it. They were very good at drawing fouls. They were also very good at avoiding fouls, Steve, defensively.
Yeah, very disciplined defensively. The end result, they were third best in the NBA in free throw differential. And for a team that struggled shooting the ball from long range, those extra points came in handy.
And the first one at the line is good.
You knew that at some point the window for the group of Celtics that had won a title was going to close. I mean, it was inevitable, but last year seemed like they were going to go for one last hurrah as they added some depth and looked to reload for another run.
Both good from the line that time. And getting back to the Celtics and Rondo's injury, a lot of people expected them to start the rebuilding process. Ended up standing pat at the deadline, Steve, even though there was, it seemed, a lot of interest.
You know, you want to give that group, KG and Pierce and Rondo, you want to give them another run. And they had their last hurrah. They didn't get it finished. And now you start the rebuilding project. So a lot of trades, a lot of movement over the summer. But I like the fact that they gave that club one more run.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. No good from Terrell. Celtics trail by 10. Outside, Pierce. Right side, Pierce. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Pierce has got 6 points.
Beautiful finger roll to cap that drive off. He knows how to finish with some flair and flavor, guys.
Passes it to Terrell. The offensive rebound, Serbia. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
I love his kind of mid to long range jump shot. It's a specialty of his, especially in catch and shoot situations.
Yeah, you're exactly right. He's a very skilled catch and shoot type of player. I mean, it adds a dangerous element to his game that he can make that jump shot.
First one falls for him. Boston making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. And he makes both free throws.
You know, it's always strange to see how a team will react when they lose one of their biggest stars. Last season, the Celtics were thought to be dead in the water when Rondo tore his ACL, but they actually rallied and went on the winning streak after the injury.
Timberwolves leading by 10. Well, Clark, as you said, with Rondo and the Celtics, they would go on to win the next 7 right after his injury. And overall, Steve played better than expected the rest of the way.
Sometimes that's the way these things go, Kevin. A star player goes down, everybody else kind of steps up, and instead of feeling sorry for themselves, they use it as a rallying cry. And all those role players for Boston really picked up the extra slack, and I thought they made a great push to end that season after the Rondo injury.
So the Celtics called timeout, their first. Here is Anderson. Outside Williams. It's stolen. Here's Terrell. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. He's got 14.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Left side Anderson. Six to shoot. Boston needs to get off a shot. And Williams gets it to go on the assist by Anderson. Williams has got his first bucket in this one. Minnesota leading by 12. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. The Celtics have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Anderson outside. There's the dish to Walker. Traps in the tray. Walker's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Minnesota calls timeout. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Keeler, Pierce covering. Pass to Terrell. 6 on the shot clock. That is good. He's got 16.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
Anderson kicks to Walker. Back to Anderson. Anderson right side. Fires from 14. And again, it's Boston converted.
You shouldn't be afraid to take that shot more often. He's solid from there.
Now the pass to Terrell. Here's Peeler. Misses off the right iron.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open, just couldn't take advantage.
Now here's Anderson. Back to Pierce. Anderson outside. Outside, Walker. For the 3. The shot is off. And Minnesota now the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. Shoots the 3. That's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 12.
And what jumps out at you guys, the assist totals. I mean, they have been dominant in that category. It's the ball movement, the player movement, great rhythm to their offense.
Clearly seems to me a different mindset between these teams.
It's Anderson with the drive. Williams. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Peeler. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. He has 5.
Boy, after having a tough time in the first, he's managed to turn it around nicely this quarter.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And the Timberwolves making a change here.
For your Celtics dancer.
Outside Pierce. Backs him down. Fade away. And he overshot that one, missing. Timberwolves leading by 14. Garnett with a screen on Pierce. He kicks it to Patterson. Kept alive. Here's Garnett. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Garnett's got 5 points in the quarter. The Celtics have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Anderson kicks to Pierce. He feeds it to Scott. To end the run. Can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Garnett.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far, Steve.
And even if it's only a modest advantage that they have in that category, it's still a significant factor.
Kicks it to Patterson. Gets it to go. And the Timberwolves lead by 18.
You know, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
Well, and that's why they're on this run, guys. They're getting the ball inside and getting really high percentage looks.
Now a timeout called by Boston. You have to like what we're seeing from Terrell.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Pass to Walker. The feed to Anderson. He passes to Walker. But they'll get another chance. The kick out to Anderson. .30 left in the first half of the game. Clock at 6. Here's Fortson. Boston again missing.
Well, that was not an easy chance. He tried his best to beat the clock there.
No, they've got to make it easier on themselves instead of really being forced into that kind of a play at the end of the shot clock.
Garnett defended by Scott. Fader on the way. And the shot is good from Garnett. Garnett's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Oh, man, they are just putting the hammer down right now.
Defensively and offensively, it has all been working for him today.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Timberwolves lead by 20. And coming up after the break, it'll be Damon Bruce breaking down all the highlights from the first half of play.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Coming to you from the 2K Sports Studios, I'm
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Really an incredible game so far from Terrell.
And what was most impressive was that his decision-making and shot-taking was very disciplined and efficient. Really an excellent half.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense has given him, and he's not trying to do too much. I love the flow and rhythm he's playing with here.
Here's Hammonds. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
2 shots.
The first one falls. No good on the second free throw. Celtics trail by 21. Outside, Pierce. Anderson outside. And the layup's good off the glass. Anderson's got 6 points.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Passes it to Terrell. Rejected by Anderson. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. And Minnesota has possession. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. He's got 18.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Goes up the baseline. The rebound by Patterson. Patterson's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Terrell, he's covered by Anderson. Williams comes with the double team. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Mitchell. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession.
A super defensive play. I mean, if that pass gets through, it's probably 2 points.
And he knew that. He knew if it gets through, it's a score, so that's why he sold out for it and got a hand on it.
Offline with his 3.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Well, they've really kind of struggled offensively here. So I think this timeout is for him to really draw something up, maybe get an easy 2 and get their confidence back.
You know, sometimes an easy basket out of a break is just what you need to get things back on track. And coaches always have plays specifically for that situation, coming out of timeouts for an opportunity to get a bucket.
Get open!
Now Anderson. 6 points for him. And Pierce, here we go. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And offensively, Kevin, he's got a lot he can bring to the table, given the situation. You know, he can give you 20-plus without showing you the same move twice. And it's that varied offensive game that really keeps defenses off balance.
And I don't think we can talk about him without also mentioning his tendency to just erupt and string together a bunch of baskets in a row in a real short period of time.
Into the 3rd we go. 2 minutes in now. Minnesota leading by 18. Minnesota calls timeout.
He did not look too happy about some of the things he saw on the court. So I would expect some changes here.
I think it's the right move, quite honestly. I mean, they just didn't look sharp or at their best out there. So take the timeout and give yourself a chance to regroup.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Patterson passes to Terrell. The pass to Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Lets it go. The rebound by Anderson.
And they've been off target now on 3 of the first 4 shots they've taken in this second half.
Dishes it to Walker. Back to Anderson. Feeds to Walker. Nice ball movement by Boston. And Anderson kicks to Pierce. Pass to Anderson. From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Some big-time power on that putback.
You got to admire the perseverance, don't you? He worked for that one so hard.
Went after it.
Yeah, that's what offensive rebounding is all about, Kevin. Anticipation and grinding for those second chances.
Keeler, it's on target from the high post. He has 7.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Anderson outside. He dishes it to Battie. He kicks it to Williams. He feeds it to Pierce. Backing down. Turnaround Jay. That one wide left.
And the defense did a pretty good job of closing off the middle once he got inside the lane.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Terrell. Rebound Boston. Pierce with it. 9 points in the game so far. And Anderson kicks to Walker. A 3-ball. That's good. Walker's got 6.
Something starting to click for this team, guys. You can feel it. The three-pointers are dropping. Their offense is flowing.
They've had a great second half from long range.
Pass to Terrell. Here's Peeler. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Celtics trailed by 15. And Anderson kicks to Pierce. Defended by Mitchell. The kick out to Williams. The dish now to Anderson. Pierce. Back to Anderson. Jacks up a 3. No luck.
And the rebounding numbers don't actually tell the whole story. I mean, they're barely ahead in that category, but when they've needed them, they've gotten them. They've really battled hard.
It's their work on the glass, Steve, that's prevented any kind of momentum swing.
Here is Anderson. He has 6. With a step back. And yes, sir, that one drops. Anderson's got 4 points in the quarter. Timberwolves leading by 15. There's the pass to Terrell. Shot from 16. Gets the bucket.
He has really shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, he's been making sweet string music all day long.
Kicks to Pierce. Back and down. Back to Anderson. The feed to Pierce. He passes to Walker. Shoots it. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Walker's got 8 points. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Passes to Terrell. From outside the arc. And Boston with the rebound. Matisse got rebound number 5 here tonight. Anderson outside. 1:43 left in the third quarter of the game. Williams' shot is off.
That was not pretty there. You got to make that one, but maybe that's not his range.
Pass to Terrell. Lots of room. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Boy, the ball movement's been fantastic here the last few possessions.
Anderson outside. Dishes it to Walker. Feeds it to Pierce. Back to Walker. 6 on the shot clock. Launches it. A rebound by Mitchell.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
And Anderson kicks to Bateen. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Bateen's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
Yeah, Clark, they've been more active and more physical down low, and I think that's been the difference.
To the inside. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, the pick worked really well there. Nice job taking it right to the 10 for the layup.
Anderson kicks to Walker. Pass to Pierce. Backing in. Right block shot. Gets it to go. Pierce has got 11 points.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, you know, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
The pass to Terrell. Here's Mitchell, defended by Anderson. From the arc. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Minnesota on top, up by 15. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Timberwolves.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And I'll tell you, the other thing, guys, is the mid-range shot has been something that's really worked well for them tonight.
Here's Patapico, and another basket for Boston.
They're shooting it quite well now. Again, function of shot selection, ball movement. Guys are in rhythm, confident, free-flowing, and they're knocking down their shot.
Here's Jackson. Back to Smith. Unloads from 9. Green for 2 points. And the Timberwolves lead by 15.
I like the way they're working the ball inside, because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots, and typically good things happen. Kick it out.
Barrows, covered by Smith. Three-pointer, and the shot is good.
He's really stood out for his club today. Even though they're struggling a little bit, he's doing his part.
Minnesota leading by 12. Gives him the lead pass. Outside for Jackson. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage anyway. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard.
Pulls up. No good. And Minnesota now the other way. Outside for Jackson. Back to Garnett. Number 2. Banked in off the glass.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Barrows. And the rejection by Smith.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities, and that is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
Jackson up top. Back to Garnett. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. 15 points for Garnett. Celtics trail by 18. Barrows, covered by Smith. And it's blocked by Serbiak, and they get it back. Here's Overton. Bangs home the trifecta.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And here's Jackson. And here is Serbiak. Clock at 6. And again, it's Minnesota.
They've done a lot of good work with the ball, really moving both the ball and moving bodies, getting quality chances at the hoop.
And they're not wasting chances when they get them. I mean, they're hitting their shots.
Plenty of space. They get it back. Patapico. And it's blocked by Garnett. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. Holder look on the floor for Minnesota. Williams kicks to Pierce. No luck. So Minnesota will take it the other way. And here they come. Pass to Terrell. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
That's good from Terrell. Both free throws good from Terrell. Here's Anderson. He dishes it to Pierce. Backing him down. Back to Anderson. Outside Williams. He feeds it to Walker. That's good.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Pass to Terrell. He passes it to Mitchell. Shot clock at 5. Here's Hammonds. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. No good on that one. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
Kevin, it's disheartening to see them keep missing opportunities to extend the lead at the line. I mean, when you have a chance to put a team away from the line, you want to take advantage of that. You don't want to give them a chance to come back on you.
Hey, right here. Doubled by Terrell. Walker dishes to Petit. Back to Walker. There's the triple. Minnesota with the rebound.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he is not helping their offense.
Terrell, he's covered by Anderson. And Pierce over to help. Pass to Mitchell. Tries from the block. Buries the jump shot.
Well, you hate to see a guy suffer through a game like this, but his team is winning.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're down by 19. Here's Williams, and he jams it with authority. Absolutely, Clark. No one in his airspace on that dunk.
Yeah, but come on, Kevin. The defense can't let that happen.
I hope they don't let it happen more. It's fun to watch that guy fly.
Just a gift, 2 points they gave up. That's awful.
Terrell, defended by Anderson. He kicks it to Patterson. That's tipped. Pierce with the steal. Shoots it up. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Hammond's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the pass to Terrell. Six on the shot clock. Here's Mitchell. Can't hit. Williams with the defensive effort.
They've been able to get out to this lead without really getting a very reliable performance out of him from the field.
Anderson outside. No good.
You know, even though he's bite-sized compared to the big men on the floor, he's done some really tall work on the board.
Passes it to Mitchell. 27 seconds left in the fourth. There's the dish to Patterson. Gets it to go. And the Timberwolves lead by 19.
Boy, you relish these sorts of road games where you come in and you get the job done.
In a long schedule with the kinds of pressure of travel and tough opponents throughout the season, it's always good when you play a game like they have here.
Deep 2 from Anderson, and he gives the jumper to drop. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
That about does it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long and thanks for watching. Now, here's our Jordan Player of the Game.